And yes, I am wearing false lashes to sit on my couch in sweatpants and shop. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video feels very formal and fancy because we're sitting down, but I figured because this is a Sephora recommendation slash shop with me, I would start with the recommendations and do it as I normally do in these videos. Just kind of sit down and chat to you about all the things I recommend for this upcoming sale. If you guys didn't know, I'm sure you're aware, but the sale is happening starting this weekend for VIB Rouge. I will have all of the dates, all of the codes, and all of the tiers and everything in the description box below, along with everything I mentioned in this video, as well as purchase later on in this video. And I'm feeling a little spendy, so yeah, stay tuned for the second part. But like I said, let's get into the recommendations. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm like so excited for this sale for some reason. And when I was coming up with my list of recommendations, I just got like so excited and kept like adding things. So I really had to like cut it off, but I do have different sections. So I figured I would start with skincare. You guys know I've been going through it this past year with my skin, and I'm still kind of testing out products, and a lot of my like current most used favorite things aren't actually from Sephora. So I only have a couple to mention. The first one is a newer product though. This is the Youth to the People 15% vitamin C and clean caffeine energy serum. This is a fabulous vitamin C product. If you guys are drier and you're newer to vitamin C, definitely has a pretty pricey price tag for what seems to be a small bottle, but I've been using this for months and I'm only like halfway. You only need a couple pumps and applies just like a hydrating serum. It is so great. I like to apply this in the morning right after I've cleansed my skin to get that hydration back, but also get that vitamin C in there in the morning. And it does have the caffeine, so it's meant to brighten and firm and depuff. I personally also find a really big difference in my skin when I use a vitamin C with lightening dark spots and helping with acne. And this is just a really great formula. I found a few others that I like as well, but this is one I keep coming back to because it's just really easy and the serum's really hydrating. So highly recommend this. I know it's pricey, but like I said, it's super worth it. And if you're looking for a vitamin C, I definitely recommend this one. This is the next thing I'm going to talk about, and I promise I'll make it quick. So if you guys know, you already know, this is my favorite moisturizer, but I wasn't going to mention it in this video because you have heard me talk about it 1,000,000 times, but I wanted to mention it again because I just like reinstilled my love for it. Last week or a couple weeks ago, I did run out of this. It's the Belif the True Cream Aqua Bomb, and I ran out. I was like, let's try some other moisturizers. Let's like give it a go. I tried four different moisturizers that just did not work, like 4. And I didn't obviously give them long enough, but nothing compares to how good this moisturizer is. And I screamed when I realized I had a backup, and I will definitely be repurchasing. So I just wanted to quickly mention it. If you're looking for a gel-based moisturizer, this is hands down one of my holy grail products, and it's fantastic. It is so good, especially going into spring and summer. A lot of people have been raving about this product for probably like the past year, and I finally jumped on the bandwagon. I purchased a product a couple months ago and I have fallen in love with it, and I definitely recommend it. It's the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen, and this is the sunscreen for people that don't want to wear sunscreen. And that was me, because I always felt like they broke me out. It just didn't go well with my makeup and all that kind of stuff. And this one applies like a silicone primer. So if you're into that, you're going to love this. But obviously sunscreen is so important to be wearing, especially with all of the other like harsher skincare products that everyone's using these days. I feel like a lot of people are like using all these acids and these, you know, different things like that, and you really have to make sure you're wearing sunscreen if you're doing those intense like things with your skincare. So definitely recommend this. They do have a tinted version. They also have a larger version. So if you've already tried this and you love it and you want to restock on something that's bigger, I definitely recommend. It's SPF 40, and I think it's fantastic. It wears really well under makeup. It doesn't like pill up or anything, and yeah, I love this stuff. And the last like skincare tanning product I wanted to mention is the Isle of Paradise Dark Self Tanning Drops. There is 3 different shades of these, but I use the dark, and I use about 2 little drops into a hydrating serum and use that as my tanner. And these are so fantastic. The smell is basically non-existent, so if you're not very into heavily scented tanning things, you're going to like this. Also too, I have tried the Tan Luxe drops that are a very similar type of product. These are hands down so much better and just so much easier. And like I said, the scent is just like so worlds different. This one's so much better. So if you're looking for a new tan drop to add to your face moisturizer, definitely recommend this one. I'm curious about their other products. If you have tried anything else from this brand, let me know your thoughts. But yeah, this one's really good. I might, if I repurchase them once this bottle is done, I might do the medium so you can add more, but the dark has been good for me. Now moving on to makeup, I have 3 different types of foundation to recommend to you guys. The first one is probably my hands down like holy grail foundation. I love this stuff so much. It's what I'm wearing today. It's the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation from Nars, and this bottle lasts you so long. I shook it earlier, but when it settled, it like has this much left, so I will be repurchasing. I'm wearing the shade L5, which is Fiji, and I really like it. It's such a beautiful foundation. It still makes your skin super radiant and glowy and healthy looking, but it has a really great coverage. It is such a fantastic foundation that I always come back to when I'm filming or want to like, you know, look my best. This is the foundation I gravitate towards. And then a couple others I wanted to mention, kind of going down on the spectrum of coverage. The next one I really love is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. These were super popular when they came out, but I feel like not a lot of people talk about them anymore. But I really like this foundation. I do actually have 2 shades. I have L20 that I wear on my paler days and L40 that I can mix in when I'm a bit more tan. I just really like this. You can apply it with your hands. It blends in really nice. It has pretty decent coverage, but it still feels super natural on the skin. If you're not into a very full coverage foundation, but you still like a bit of coverage, I really like this. And of course, it's one of those things so you can sheer out or build up. And I just think it's a really great formula, and it looks really nice and wears really nicely throughout the day. So that's my like medium coverage recommendation. And then the most recent launch that has come from Fenty Beauty are their Eaze drops, and these are a blurring skin tint. And if you guys have tried the Glossier skin tints, I think that's what they were called, those are really nice, or even like the MAC skin tint. All of those kind of products are really great in the summertime to give you a bit of coverage, just kind of even out your skin tone and make you look really fresh but don't really have a lot of coverage. This product's super similar, but it's not as like dewy and glowy, which is actually kind of nice because the wear is a lot better. I've only tried this a few times, but I did want to mention it in case some of you are looking for something a lot less full coverage than those previous products. This still does have like really good coverage though, and you can obviously build it up in certain spots if you want to. I really like the finish of this. It's super natural, and it does give you that super like glowy, I'm barely wearing makeup kind of look, but it wears really nicely. So wanted to mention that. I'm holding up shade number 3, but they have a very large selection of shades along with the Nars foundation I mentioned. Lots of shade options to choose from, which is really important. So yeah, those are my 3 foundation recommendations. Moving on to mascara. I feel like everyone has come out with a bangin' mascara recently, and so I have 3 to recommend. The first one is the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. This one surprised me because I don't normally like dry formula mascaras, and also I don't super love the original They're Real mascara, but this stuff is a different story. This is a really great mascara, especially if you're looking for lengthening and separating, and if you obviously prefer a drier mascara. I just get really great results with this mascara, but I always layer my mascara with this one. So this is the Lancome Lash Idôle mascara. I love this one because the wand is curved, it's super cool, and it's a really great second mascara for me. I always need something that's going to lift my lashes and then continue to separate them, and this one I find does a really great job, and these two paired together are really nice. Of course they work lovely on their own, but I always use them together. If you guys are into a bigger, fluffier mascara brush and also a bit of a wetter formula, the Bite Beauty Full Volume Mascara, it's called the Upswing Full Volume Mascara, is a really great option. I really like this mascara. It does a really great job of volumizing, as it says in the name. The brush is really big and fluffy, and it just, every coat you do, it kind of just makes it look better and better. It doesn't really clump up. And typically if I am using this mascara, I will still go in with the Lash Idôle and do a second coat. But overall, this is a really fabulous mascara. It just depends on your preference when it comes to brushes. Moving on to hair care, I have 3 products. The first one is a Kerastase dry shampoo. This is called Fresh Affair. And if you're looking to spend some money and you are okay with being a little bit bougie when it comes to your dry shampoo, this one is fantastic. I love this so much. The smell alone makes your hair smell so good. It does have like a fine fragrance in it, and it just makes your hair smell so fresh and like salon done. It seriously smells like perfume. It actually smells like this Erin, I don't know how to pronounce that, Ayega Blossom. These smell basically identical. So it's like putting perfume in your hair in the best way. It smells so good, and it does a really good job of soaking up oils. It doesn't leave like a white cast or residue. It's really fantastic, and I feel like I've used a lot of it and it still feels pretty full, so it lasts a really long time, which is great, and I just I mean, it's obviously hard for me to sit here and recommend a dry shampoo that costs this much, but if you're willing to spend it, it's a really good one. The other two hair products I have to recommend are from Oribe. This is the Gold Lust Repair and Restore Shampoo and Conditioner. I've used these about like 4 times now washing my hair, and I have really great results, and my hair lasts a really long time afterwards, which is really important to me. Also, the fact that it's meant to repair your hair is great, and it's obviously meant for color treated hair. It has no sulfates, and it's a vegan formula. And also the shampoo lathers really, really nicely. It bubbles up and it just makes your hair feel super clean. And actually when you pour it onto your hand, it kind of has like some glitter reflex. It's like so pretty and very luxurious. And then the conditioner is just really nice and hydrating. I usually put my conditioner in my ends, obviously, and then I clip it up in a claw clip and leave it for a couple minutes. And when I take that down and rinse it out, my hair feels so soft, and it's lovely. They also have a like blowout texture cream in this line. I haven't tried that out as many times as like using these products. I also just feel like most people obviously need a shampoo and conditioner, so that's why I wanted to recommend these two. And yeah, if you're looking for something that's going to make you feel like $1,000,000 when you're in the shower, these are them. And the last category is perfume, because I was making my little list of all the things I wanted to recommend, and then it dawned on me that I need to recommend perfumes because I love perfumes so very much. So 2 of them, you guys, if you watch my content, you probably already know how much I love them, but I'm going to reiterate because I love them that much. So if you're looking for a beautiful spring summer scent, like seriously, this is summer in a bottle, this is the time to buy perfume because they're discounted. You get such a big chunk of money off of them, and perfume lasts you so long. So this is the Hibiscus Palm from Erin. I have used this thing so much. It is something I generally just pull out during the spring and summer. I don't wear it in the fall and winter, but oh my god, it smells so good. Like if you want to pretend you're on a tropical vacation, spray this. It's just, I can't even explain. Like the fact that I'm this low is like dangerous to me, and like I'm concerned and like might repurchase because I love it that much. I also have this in a rollerball. That's also a really great thing to note. If you don't want to try out a full-size perfume, get the rollerball. You get so much product in that, and you really get a true sense of the scent and how it wears on your body. But yeah, this is fantastic. I don't really know how to describe it. I'll put the notes up on the screen. That'll be easier so you guys can see. But yeah, it just smells like a beach vacation to me, and it's delightful. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more wearable all year round, my favorite is Libre from YSL. This is kind of my go-to fall and winter scent, but you definitely can wear it into the spring. It just, I feel so fancy when I wear this. Like I feel like I can take on the world and like everything is good. It puts me in this mindset. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so good. And I've heard mixed opinions on this one. It's still like a little bit florally, but also just like very sophisticated. I love it. The packaging alone, stunning. I cannot recommend this one enough. I've used quite a bit, but it goes a long way, and it's such a beautiful scent, and I love it so much. So recommend that one. And the last one I have here is the new Jo Malone Nashi Blossom Cologne. This is a limited edition bottle. Most of their perfumes come in like a square little bottle, but this one is rounded. This is a really great floral scent, but not too florally. It's very spring, very summer, but very fresh, kind of like linen almost. Again, you'll see the notes on the screen. But this is the perfume I've been reaching for most recently. I love the packaging, and the scent is really nice, and this is like a ginormous bottle that'll last you for a very long time. So if you're looking for something more fresh and springy, maybe go with this one. As previously mentioned, all of the links to all the products I just mentioned will be down below. I have US and Canadian links for your convenience. And yeah, I'll check back in a bit and we will do some online shopping together. I'm so excited. Also kind of nervous for my credit card. Okay. Hello friends, it's the next day. So I was fully planning on filming this shop with me yesterday, last night, like cozy vibes, maybe with a glass of wine and just like chilling on my couch and doing that shop with me. But then I got my new desk in, and I figured it was a better use of my time to have Cody help me build the desk because I definitely could not have built it on my own. So anyway, you guys will be seeing that in the next video. But I have a new desk, which is very exciting. So it's the next morning and I'm going to do the shop with me, and we are going to spend my money. And yes, I am wearing false lashes to sit on my couch in sweatpants and shop. But realistically, I kind of just wanted to make sure I knew how to apply them still. So we're good. Also, shout out to Jamie Page because she was, I think, the first one that started to do these videos, and I love watching them. I think they're so great, and I feel like you can do them kind of for any shopping you do. But I'm having a really hard time finding a comfortable position. So, because normally when I'm shopping online, I'm like this, like a little gremlin, and that's just like not cute on camera, you know? I'm going to first go to my loves list on Sephora because throughout the year, throughout the 6 months prior to the sale, I'll just like love all the things that I'm thinking about. And I very rarely actually do big shops at Sephora if it's not during the sale time because it just doesn't make it worth it. P.S. I am VIB Rouge. So I get 20% off, which is great, and it makes it really worth it. And sometimes I'll even buy my friends stuff because then they get a bigger discount. Okay, so anyway, going to the loves list, and I am so sad, and I had a feeling this would happen. I was 100% planning on buying the Dyson Airwrap during this video. I was like, take my money. I've been thinking about it for over a year now, and it's been sold out in the States, I know, but it was available in Canada up until like yesterday morning, and now it's sold out. And so I have a reminder on, and if it does come back in stock before the end of the sale, I will buy it. I don't think I'll buy it if it's not on sale though, because like $700 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money anyway, but like you get 100-ish, maybe like a little bit more off with the 20%, so it like made a lot of sense. And I'm really sad, and I have a feeling, maybe this is like, if you guys work at Sephora, let me know in the comments, but I have a feeling maybe like the people that work there got a code before, and so they've sold it out because it obviously is very, very popular right now. So I'm really sad about that because I was, like I said, just planning on buying that, and I was really excited about it, and now it's out of stock. Maybe it'll come back. Hopefully it does. I've been hyping myself up about it, so I'm actually really disappointed. Although I would actually probably have to purchase some of the other attachments, like the longer barrels, which they sell on the Dyson website. But yeah, this is out of stock, unfortunately, so nothing we can do about that. So moving back to my loves list, I'm super excited because the little like freckle pen thing is now available at Sephora, which is great because it was actually really hard to find in Canada prior to this. They do have 2 different sizes, and I loved both of them. I think I'll probably just get the smaller one because I feel like a little goes a really long way with these. Also too, I love the Benefit Micro Blading Brow Pen for this as well, so that's really great. I've heard mixed opinions on the color of this, so I kind of want to get it and try it. They do have like a more, what shade is this? A medium dark shade. I feel like it comes up kind of red though. If I go with like the original, I'm kind of curious what it looks like here. I mean, it doesn't look that red on the model. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to add that to basket. Okay, now moving on to Belif. Obviously, I'm repurchasing, but I wanted to let you guys know that they have this Dive into Hydration Aqua Bomb set. So you're paying the same price as you would for the regular size of the Belif moisturizer, but you get like 3 little minis. I think it's a toner, the cleansing balm, which I've heard good things, and the eye cream, I believe. So that's really great if you're new to Belif and you want to try out a few things. Personally, that would be a good deal if I wanted to have the minis, but they also have a value size of Belif, the Aqua Bomb, so that's usually what I buy. It's $81, which is absurd, but it's actually such a large tub that it kind of makes it worth it for me because I go through it pretty quickly. So I think I'm going to buy 2 of those. I'm actually so curious, how do you guys normally shop on a website? Do you go with, I feel like Sephora is one of the only places I have like a loves list. The rest of the time I just go into like the news section, especially for clothes, and search through that and then go through all the different categories. But I'm curious how you guys shop the sale. Do you like save your things? Do you go into the news section at all? Very curious. Oh, selling fast. I definitely want to try this, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Styling Wax. Heard great things. If you guys haven't heard of it before, it's basically like a pot of this really strong holding wax that you run your spoolie through, and then it like laminates your brows really nicely, and I definitely want to try that. Like I said, I've heard good things, and it did sell out when they first had it, so hopefully it is also available by the time I actually check out and purchase things, because you never know. You guys can see at the top of my loves list here, I have the Sol de Janeiro Balm Dia Bright body cream. It's the same brand as the Bum Bum cream, but I read the reviews and also the scent description, and I was super curious about it, although I don't really need a new body cream, so I don't think I'm going to purchase it this round because it is $60. But if you've tried it and you've smelt it, let me know your thoughts because I'm very curious how it compares to the original Bum Bum cream. For me, that cream smells like Vegas, which I kind of like sometimes, but sometimes it's not the vibe. I do want to try the Isle of Paradise Self Tanning Body Butter though, because you guys know I love the Saint Tropez tanning lotion. It's a watermelon infusion lotion. I've repurchased it like 3 or 4 times now, and it's really great. And so I'm kind of curious about the comparing brands. Again, Isle of Paradise, as I previously mentioned, if you have product recommendations from this brand, I'd be very curious. But I think that this could be a really nice hydrating but also tanning. Yeah, the reviews are mixed. Sunshine in a bottle. I don't know. I think I want to try it because I haven't really found any other product similar to the Saint Tropez, and with any tanning product you do have to be careful. So I think we're gonna give it a go. Moving down the list, I recently did pick up the Strip Down MAC lip pencil. I had never owned it previously and I love it. It's one of like my favorite lip liners now that I pretty much wear every single day. Of course not right now. I'm wearing the Marcel Buff Nude, but I do really like that lip liner. I also saved in my loves here the Subculture, which I feel like I have a lot of lip pencils, so I'm not going to go ahead and purchase that. I have the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer, which I do have one shade of and I really like it. I was going to purchase Cotton, which is like a lighter shade, but it was sold out for so long that I ended up repurchasing my Tarte Shape Tape instead, so I just repurchased those, so I'm not going to buy that. I've heard a lot of great things about the Gisou honey infused hair oil. However, I've also heard that it's just a basic hair oil and that any hair oil is going to do, and I have so many to go through. So even though I have like the mini one saved, I'm very curious, but I'm also just wondering if it's kind of like one of those Instagram hyped type of things. So I think I'm gonna pass on that. I'm super curious. This is like a random thing. Way also has a hand wash and a hand lotion, and the bottle is really pretty, and I kind of want to get the hand wash. I've heard really good things about it. And it is one of those kind of cute bottles that you can just refill with other soap after. So I'm gonna add it to my basket. Might rethink that, but we'll see. It's just so pretty, and I feel like, I don't know, it might be a little bit big for my bathroom because I have a very small counter space, but it is really cute, and I love the smell of Way products, so if it smells like the hair products, I'm down. I have been curious about repurchasing Olaplex for my hair. And I also have heard good things about this bonding oil. Let's go ahead and search Olaplex because I want to see if maybe I should buy the treatment. I have tried the shampoo and conditioner and I didn't love them. I found that they actually kind of just dried out my hair. So I personally don't recommend those. I know that sometimes you're supposed to use those in conjunction with the treatment. But personally, I never reached for the shampoo and conditioner. They didn't really work for me. I feel like the Oribe ones that I mentioned earlier, far better. It's hard because I have a lot of different treatments that I'm using. Also, this hair or bond building hair treatment, the intensive one, that one's kind of interesting. The bonding oil, I don't know. Moisture mask, that sounds really nice. I think I'm gonna stick with the regular one, number 3. The tried and true, the treatment, just because I have tried it before and I know it works. So I'm going to add that. We'll check back and see if I actually want to go through with that one. This is adding up very quickly. I feel like this always happens with the Sephora sale though. Okay, the next thing I'm going to search is Nars because, as I mentioned, I want to repurchase my foundation and I want to make sure I get that and don't forget it. If the Airwrap was in stock and I was purchasing that, I would be holding back on a lot of these other things, but since it's not in stock, I don't really know what to do. Also, too, something to note about this foundation, I'm getting Fiji Light 5 as I showed you guys earlier, but also this bottle is meant to last 2 years. So the packaging on most cosmetics has like the amount of months that you're supposed to be using it for before it's expired. And this one isn't a year, it's actually 24 months, which is really great because it is such a large bottle. But that's just really nice to know that it's not going to expire right away, because I feel like so many foundations have a really short shelf life, it feels like. I don't know. I switched through foundations, so it's not something I'm using every single day, especially right now, but it's good to know those things. Okay, next I am going to look at diffusers because the one that I have in my bathroom from Volumizing, I think that's how you pronounce it, has lasted a really long time. I think I bought it last spring. I didn't open it right away, but it has lasted a really long time. The scent's really, really nice. And I also have a Nest one in my bedroom, or sorry, my studio room, that has been really great. That one is pumpkin chai and it's so good. The Volumizing ones are only like 30 bucks. And with the sale discount, I feel like that's a really great price for like a really fancy diffuser that's going to really smell up the room. And also candles if you're super into that as well. The one that I had is the Gardenia diffuser. That one was really nice, and that's the one that is almost done in my bathroom. So I'm kind of wondering maybe I'll buy one of the other ones. I love the idea of the French Cade and lavender because I love lavender. None of the other scents are really like sticking out to me. Always like a diffuser for the bathroom, and I do have actually a backup one for my studio room already, so I'm good on diffusers once I purchase this one. Looking in the Just Drop section, there is a Aqua Bomb Brightening Vitamin C cream, which looks super exciting. I think I'm gonna wait until I see people talk about it before I purchase it, because I have a lot of vitamin C products I'm working through at the moment, but I'm very curious about that. So are the cars outside. My camera battery died, but I'm pretty well done shopping. I feel like I've gotten all of the things that I've been wanting to try, some restocks, and my cart is sitting at $423, which is quite a lot of money. So I think I'm gonna stop here. Obviously, I'm filming this during the day. The sale hasn't started yet, but as soon as it does go live, I will place my order, and you guys will just have to check back in a future vlog to see what I actually went through and purchased. Maybe I added some things, maybe I got rid of some things. Maybe something came back in stock. We will have to find out. Wait and see. By the time you guys are watching this, the sale is live for Rouge members, and then it'll go on to VIB and then Insiders. All the details and all the links for everything I mentioned in today's video will be down below. Please let me know what you are planning on purchasing during the sale. I always love hearing from you guys, and I'm so curious what you're excited for and what you're buying, maybe what you're restocking. Please leave me a comment if you are planning on shopping the sale, because I love hearing from you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.